Good morning. We are going to do our mat class today. So again, we're not going to use any props, just your own body weight, which is great. So go ahead and stand on the edge of your mat. Take a big inhale. Exhale, draw your chin down towards your chest. Again, you're going to have equal pressure on the balls of the feet. Just round over. Feel that stretch in the back of your legs. Take an inhale here, and then exhale, stack everything back up. Vertebrae by vertebrae. And roll the shoulders down. Again, inhale. Exhale, draw the chin back down. Getting all that breath out. Arms feel heavy down here. Inhale. And exhale, come back up. Good. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, draw the chin back down. Good. Now this time you're just going to come up a little bit. So take an inhale, exhale, come up just a little bit, and roll your shoulders down. Then you're going to sink your tush down, pull the belly button up away from the legs, reach your arms out in front, sink down. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Again, you're pulling those shoulder blades down. Exhale. 3, 2. Good. Stay put here. 1. Now you're going to take your left hand, reach behind you, and then you're going to let them kind of glide past each other. Reach. Your gaze goes behind that shoulder of the hand that's going back. 3, 3. You have equal pressure on the balls of the feet. 2, 2, 1, 1. Reach the arms out in front and then round over. Woo, got your quads a little warmed up there. All right, so now you're gonna walk your hands out. First, you're just in a pike or a downward facing dog, okay? You're pressing the mat away, pulling the shoulder blades down away from the ears. Good, now you're gonna bring yourself up into a high plank. Okay, nice, beautiful high plank. Hold it there. Now bring your left knee to your right elbow. Set it down and then switch. And we switch. Slow and controlled. Good. 3, 3. Nice rotation. 2, 2. 1, 1. Back here, hold. Now you're going to slowly come down to the mat. Your elbows are going to go behind you. Kind of rotate them in. Come down. And then relax. Very good. All right, you're going to press yourself up and down. Good, your elbows go straight back. Press up, down. If you're not going up as high as I am, that's 100% fine. You want to pull your shoulders down as you reach and down. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2. Very good. Last one. Good. All right. We're actually going to stay down on our stomachs. When we're on our stomachs, you're still thinking about your alignment. So your pokey hip bones and your pubic bone are pressed into the mat. My legs are about 10% up off the mat. Bring your hands out in front. Palm over palm. Tuck your shoulders down. You're just going to rest your head, like your forehead, down onto your hands. Okay? So here we go. Shoulders are down. You're going to lift the upper body and the lower body. Think more length than how high you go. Abs stay tight. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, we lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Good. 4 more. You're lifting where the butt meets the thighs. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's stay up there. Hold. Take your arms out in front. Good. Hold it. Now lift your right arm and your left leg higher and switch. Switch. Feel like, again, like you're reaching everything long. Nice straight legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, speed it up. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Very good. For 5, whoo, this is hard. For 4, keep pulling the belly button up and in. 3, 2, 1. Relax down. Good. Bring your hands back, and then you're going to press yourself up. Sink back into child's pose. Good. Good. Come on to all fours. Just a couple cycles of cat-cow. So tush goes out, gaze goes up, and then scoop. And reverse that. And hollow that out. So you lift up and reverse. Good. One more like that. 1. And reverse. Good. All right, next you're going to come down to your elbows, like so. You don't want your shoulders to be up here. They're pulled back and down. Take your left leg out behind you. Reach it really long. Point your toe. Again, you're acting like you're planking here. You're not crunching up through the shoulders. You're going to lift your leg up and down. Lift up, really straight. Lift, lift. For 8, 7, 6, 5, keep pulling your abs up nice and in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold it up there. Now you're going to take your leg out to the side, to the other side. See, I'm kind of twisting like a little pretzel, and then lift up on the diagonal. So you go out to the side, up on the diagonal. Out, and good. For 8, 7, 6, really reach it long. You're not just flinging it around. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to stay with your leg out here. Hold it, pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. That was hard. My foot was shaking. Sink back into stretch. I promise we'll get off your knees soon. You can always double fold your mat if it's too much on your knees. You can actually do this standing as well. Just doing the same thing, just standing up. All right, so come back down to your elbows. Again, pull your shoulders down. Take your other leg out behind you. Reach it long. Just lift it up and down. Lift up. Again, think of length. Pulling the belly button up and in. Really straightening out the legs. Keeping the shoulders down. So you should feel lots of upper body work here as well. 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, hold it up there. 1. Here we go. You're going to take it out to the side. You kind of look over there and then lift. Reach. Out to the side. You kind of twist and lift. Twist and lift. 6, 5. Always extending and reaching, not just flinging it around. 4, 3, you should work on the one that's on the ground and the one that's going out. 2, 1. All right, we're gonna hold that out there. Hold, hold, pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Oh my goodness. Sink back into stretch. Very good. All right. Go ahead and sit on your mat and just sit with your feet together like a butterfly stretch. So feet are together like a butterfly stretch. Really press gently down on your knees so they go down to the mat. And then just round forward. That should feel kind of good. All right. Now, just go ahead and sit with your legs out in front. Nice and tall. Here we go. Arms reach out in front. Take an inhale. You're going to scoop and roll down about halfway. Hold it there. Really hollow out the belly. Good. Now you're going to open your arms out to the left and lift the left leg. So you're going to lift, hold, come back in. Other side. Lift, hold, come back in. I want you to kind of feel like you're popping your chest out as you lift. You reach, open, come back center. Lift, reach, open, come back center. So again, we're rotating as we're lengthening. Good. 4 and 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, and 1. Relax, roll up. All right, now we're going to roll all the way down. So take an inhale, scoop and roll all the way down. Arms reach back behind you. Reach the arms up, roll back up. Scoop and roll down. Slow, slow, slow. Again, try not use momentum when you come up. Easier said than done sometimes. And then hollow out the belly and roll down. And back up. Last one here, scoop. Good. Now reach your arms up to the ceiling. Lift your legs in tabletop. Nice strong tabletop. Okay? Take an inhale. You're going to roll into C curve. Now we're going to pump your arms. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. If you can, your shoulder blades are up off the mat. Feel like you're pressing down, pumping down into something like water or something, okay? For 5, with each exhale, your belly sinks a little bit deeper. For 4, for 3, keep going. 2, 1, relax. Very good. All right, reach your arms back up to the ceiling. Now, you're going to take your left foot, place it over your right leg. So this will feel good like a little stretch. You're going to press that knee down, okay? And then you're going to lift that leg up into tabletop. So again, you should feel a stretch here. You're pressing this knee forward some. Your foot's flexed. Both feet are flexed. Now from here, keeping your hips squared, you're just going to dip down, lift up. Dip down, tap, lift up. Your hips remain squared off. 5, no arching of the back, pooching of the belly. 4, 3, see, we're getting work and a nice little stretch. 2, and then you have the weight of the leg on this quad, so you should feel that too. 1, stay here, put your hands behind your head. Again, press this knee forward, your feet are flexed. You're going to lift in a C curve, and then you're going to reach that elbow over to that knee. And reach. And back. Reach. Good. This is hard. 6, I feel a lot on my right quad. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Relax. Woo. All right, just go into a little butterfly stretch. All right, it's very rainy here today. St. Patrick's Day. Back in the day, I would have been out kicking it hard. Not today. Teaching Pilates, going to guitar lessons with my daughter and the fish fry. Times have changed. All right, so lift that other leg up. Remember, your feet are flexed, okay? And you're pressing forward this. So you should feel pressure on this leg from this, okay? So first, our head just stays down and we dip down. Abs stay tight, lift back up. Dip down and back up. Keep pressing this knee forward. Good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, we're going to stay here. Again, nice, beautiful tabletops as you're pressing that leg forward, pressing into here so you get this work. Hands behind the head. Good. You're going to come up and twist. And back. Rotate. And back. Good. 8. There's so many muscles going on here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Oh my word. Again, just stretch that out. Okay. Let's put your feet in frog tabletop now. Frog tabletop. Heels, remember, we're not up like this. You're in that beautiful frog. Heels together and toes are apart. Reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Take your left arm out to the side. We're going to roll up, putting the right arm through the midline. So you're going to roll up, reach, reach, reach. Stay up there and just send your legs out. Squeeze tight. And then come back. 5. Inhale out. Come back. 4. 3. You really squeeze tight. And then you pry them apart when you come back in. 2. 1. Stay here. Little pulses. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll out. And we're going to obviously go to that other side. So frog. Now your left arm's up, your right arm's out. You're going to roll up to that side, reach, and then send out. Squeeze tight, inhale, exhale back. Inhale out, exhale back. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay here, pulse. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good, 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 good. Okay. Legs are going to go back up to the ceiling. Nice and tall up to the ceiling. Squeeze your legs tight. Tailbone still down. Again, we're not imprinting like this. Your tailbone's down. Arms reach up. Chest-headed arms roll in a C curve. Stay there. Now lower your legs down slow. Lift back up slow. That's all we're doing. Okay, it's slow and controlled. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Really dig into those lower abdominal muscles as you lift. You don't want the back to pooch or the back to arch or the belly to pooch. If you feel that happening, don't go down as low. Maybe you go right here and then lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. You can always put your hands behind your head if it's getting into your neck. 5, 4, 3, 2, really squeeze your legs really tight. And last 1, and relax out of that. All right, just put your arms to this side. Drop your knees down to one side and kind of look to the other side. Really stretch there. That should feel good. And then go to the other side. And reach. more time each side. Feel like you're kind of pulling your top rib this way and your hips this way. And then one more time the other side. Good. Okay, we're almost done here. All right. You're gonna come up to your elbows. Again, we're not sunk down like this, you're lifted. You're up on your elbows, sink your belly. You're gonna lift your legs up and then you're gonna send them out on the diagonal, reach, and then you're gonna open, close, open, close. So our hips are kind of pointing on the diagonal. 5, 4, 3, 2, keep hollowing out your belly. 1, squeeze tight, back to table. Get yourself all situated. Go to the other side. Lift and down. Lift. Good. Open. Open. 3, 2, 1. Relax down. Whew, that was hard too. We're doing one more thing on your elbows, up like that. Then we'll kind of finish up here in just a little bit. Lots of core today. So come back up to your elbows, pull your shoulders down. Again, you kind of feel like you're sticking your chest out while your tailbone's still rooted. Legs go to table. All right, you're gonna do circles with your knees. Well, not your feet, your knees. So you drop your knees down to one side, come back to center, and then the other side. And center, and circle, and circle. Good. 4, 4, really squeeze your legs tight. You can always do this with your legs out too. 3, it's a little harder with them out. 3, and 2, 2, and 1, whoo, and 1. Relax, come up from there. Again, do a little butterfly stretch. Stretch forward. All right, go ahead and face this way on your mat. You're in like that mermaid kind of a stretch, okay? You're gonna lean over just a little bit, but your chest is open. Just want you to lift your leg up, kick it out in front and kind of reach, and then you sway it back. And reach, and sway it back. Good, reach, 3, 2, 1, and back. Hold it here, pulse it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax, good. Okay, swing it around the other side. Okay, here we go. Nice and controlled, open chest. Sway, and back. Sway, back. Good, 5. Again, you're not flinging it around. Make everything nice and intentional. 4, reach long, lift. This should be hard, okay? 3, your core stays nice and engaged. 2, 1. Good, we end up here. Hold it, square those hips off, pulse up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Very good. All right, just straighten your legs out in front. Flex your feet. Nice open through your chest. Reach your arms up. Bring both hands down to the left side. Reach and stretch. Try and think nose to knees. If your nose doesn't go to your knee, that's fine, but that's what you want to imagine. Good, and then bend that leg and just reach and stretch over it. Very good. All right, legs go back out. Reach the arms up and stretch over to the other side. Ooh, this side's definitely tighter. Again, you're thinking nose to knees. I do not stretch nearly as much as I should. Been trying to be more intentional about it, especially getting older. Everything's a lot tighter. And stretching is very important. All right, bend that leg and then just reach over. Good. All right. Come up onto your toes here. Good. So you're in a high half toe, then you're going to shoot your tush up as your feet come down. Go about hip distance apart and take both hands to the left. It's like about 5 inches or so from the feet to the left. And then walk to the other side to the right while keeping your feet pointing forward. Good, back to center. And then slowly stack back up. Go ahead and reach your arms up to the ceiling. And then lower down. And relax. And you guys are done. Thanks so much for joining me on this rainy St. Patrick's Day. And have a great day, and I'll see you next week. Bye.